see here. Do we want this centered up? Do we want it centered between here and there, or we want it centered right on the center of the wall, I think, right? So your center line is 26 right here. Yeah. So I think we want it centered right in the middle of the wall, right?
Yeah, that, or you center it.
So that would be like
center
right here.
Would be right here. But is it too close to that?
That's exactly where we want it. All right, got it. So top of the CR, we wanted 37 inches. Guaranteed we're gonna cut holes in the wrong spot, so.
Mark it right there, look at that bubble.
I found an air bubble. All right, we'll get the top and then we can get the...
Now, remember, that looks right about where that water line might have been running.
So I like mounting the CR first because then...
You start from the top, the bottom down.
Well, yeah, well, then I can set reference of, so we have enough room for the piping. So our lags are 5/16. So...
We got some washers. Stainless steel.
Not coming out.
The trials and tribulations of Matt Moorman.
Of unused
and
tools.
Troy Sowers.
There you go. Now we're actually going to use the right tool for the job for the first time. Good news is we know how to fix drywall when this doesn't work.
I'm telling you, I don't want to watch. That's where the water line is right near. I'd go poke a hole.
All right, so I hit wood. That ought to be long enough.
That's good enough.
All right.
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay. Safe.
This is
wood.
What head is this? A 5/2?
Half inch probably.
1/2 inch. What do you mean you don't know about that? That's like a $400 stinking tool.
Yeah, well, it's also not the right tool for the job.
Why not? It's a socket wrench. It's always the right tool for the job.
So you can't fit any washers on the CR. You don't need them anyway because this is super stout. Does that look straight? Does it look level?
We'll find out in a hot second.
We're gonna have to debadge it on camera.
Yes, sir.
We're using all stainless hardware, just because we can. Bang, boom.
Well, I mean, it's a little.
From up here, it looks great. We can
lift it a little bit.
Oh,
there you go. That just needs to go like that.
All right, I'll give it to you. This thing is pretty nice. Is that what you want?
That's the best. That's the best we got. It's level. It's in between the dotted lines.
Oh. All right, we're in.
I think we're good.
So when you're torquing this down, if you don't stand in the way, but if you're torquing this down, you don't want to, on drywall, if you torque it down, you'll crack the drywall.
Yeah.
So we need to be smart about that. What wasn't smart was not drilling.
I was wondering why he wasn't going to drill the holes.
Shoot.
To begin with.
We should drill the bottom holes first.
That's what I was saying.
Uh-oh. We put it too low. You know what we could do? We should move it up.
Well, we just drilled a hole.
Huh?
No, we didn't put it too low.
Yeah, well, I just missed the darn...
Well, you were also going on an angle. Why don't you take it back off and do it the right way?
What the heck, man? There's no... I can't tell if we're shooting in between. I think we just hit the bottom of the stud.
How about the other side? Is the other side good?
Yeah.
Dang it.
What are you think is gonna happen? We'll be able to touch it up. Shoot, the whole darn thing.
What are you doing?
It's freaking satin paint.
It's not satin paint, it's user error. Stop peeling with it. Leave it alone.
You gotta peel it or you're not gonna be able to paint it. All right, so we got our 26 mark. We need to set our height here. And again, this isn't critical because that's why we did such a significant amount of blocking. So if you can stand back and take a look at this and see if
well, I was also gonna, this should rest too. So you can see where's the pen at?
Yeah, that's a little too high, I think.
It's gotta be, this was the bottom of the hose reel. This line, this tape line should have been the bottom of the hose reel because remember we were doing it like chest height?
Am I somewhat close to that?
You gotta go down like an inch. Keep going, like right there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
And we're gonna put the level. Are you center where you're at?
I don't know, I can't tell you. Where do you want me height-wise? Yeah.
I think you're okay height-wise.
Again, it doesn't have to be
Yep,
perfect.
yep, you're okay height-wise.
Okay, now level me. Okay.
All right.
Now draw some
Circles.
Yeah, perfect. On all 4 of them. If I don't hit wood here, I quit. The only advantage of going top, bottom up is that you get all your crap all over the stuff on the bottom. See how we turn the hose reel so that it's open and then you have room to work. All right, you can let go now. Then we'll check the level, torque the other side.
Could probably go up a tiny bit. But, I mean, it's...
So here's something to note when you're messing with this. Hold that. So when you're dealing with your tools in here, see how this is open, all right? So turn this in,
So
and then you have room to tuck.
You can have room to, especially if you're using longer lag bolts too.
Yeah.
Because you're starting obviously out here.
Well, like I have a little baby 1/4" impact. I'm able to stick it in there and actually.
So you're going to
impact
loosen
it.
him a tiny bit.
The bottom one's in, so this has four lags, and we're good.
This is the most important piece because this is the piece that you're pulling on,
beating
turning
yeah.
on.
There's our setup in here. You can see that. So we've got 4 lags, a couple of fender washers.
It's a good height for me too.
Hose reel is good. Yeah, it's a good height.
It's a good height.
It's good.
For me anyways.
Have enough room to run the piping through. It's a little bit lower than where I set mine,
Well, I'm shorter though.
but it's good. It's pretty close. So now we got to figure out where we're going to do the
Shelf.
yeah.
So what height did you normally,
We
you
wanna
tuck it,
as
you
close
tuck
as we
it.
can get.
You need to, you don't need the level. Well, I'll hold the level here.
No, it's going to be the other way, but just for
Yeah.
now so we can see. All right, so we have to contend with the handle, right? So the handle has to be able to swing, so we got plenty of room, right?
Yep.
Let's build the handle first, just to be safe. You know, this hose reel is pretty crude, and there's not like anything fancy about it.
But man, does it feel,
It just works.
it feels
Yeah, we need the
amazing.
1/4 inch, the 1/4 inch.
What size, half?
Actually, just give me
So it's a shorter
regular, not a deep well. And so you have a drag here, all right? But even still, so people expect this to be like spin. You don't want it to spin because then your darn hose is going to fall off the
Fall off
wall.
all the time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So just to give you guys a little vantage point of what a Cox hose reel does. Now I promise you, once you get your hose on there, it's much smoother. But even with the drag off, there's some, so you got to grip.
You gotta pull, I mean, but it's
Right.
nice because if you leave the top of the hose like this, you can set it there, it won't go like that.
Right.
And droop
Yeah,
down.
and even then it will drop, and so that's when you
tighten it
take
down.
the drag and you tighten
tighten
the drag. Right. It's not like this isn't like a. There's nothing fancy about
It's not
these.
a ball bearing, spinning freely fidget spinner. It's
Right. Right.
It's a sturdy.
It just works. It's amazing. Let's get our height first, and then we'll worry about
Yep.
our distance left to right.
And the height, is it drilling into here? Or
No.
you just,
No.
you-
See
it's
see
holding the
keyholes?
supports.
Yeah.
Now, is that going to give me room
So you want enough room for your hand to go in there. So we want a little higher.
Yeah. I would say that's probably.
And then I can bring this in a little bit too.
Yeah, that would probably work. It's a little, in case I'm not paying attention.
Is that good? You want a little bit higher?
Or a little, can you go in any further or no? Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
In, so we clear the handle. Okay.
So give me a mark on the bottom of that, on the triangle bottom right there, yep.
Right here.
So we gotta mark our center line at 26, and then whatever from our center line to there, we'll do the same thing on both sides because we had it like this, right? So that's gonna look like that, right? Nice and clean. We'll have our vertical right here. So actually what we can do...
You can cover it a little bit.
Well, what we can do is we can mount this right now, and then we can measure it, and then dial it. And
so the plan is to mount the right side and then use the measurements of that to just go off the center.
Right.
And the hardware for these is in the bag with the clips?
In my hand.
Oh, just regular screws.
Yeah. So we're just going to use these.
Just right. Oh, the T25.
We shouldn't need pilot holes for these. Have we not hit? I think I'm right in between them. We're gonna have to move it over. I think I'm like literally right in between the stud and the stringer. You can talk about bad luck. I mean, there's like a millimeter gap and we hit it right dead on.
Perfection. Unbelievable, man.
No, it is. We hit the gap.
Right in the gap. That's how that works, right?
So I went up a little bit and over a little bit.
That sounds better.
What the heck is going on here? What the heck?
That's gonna pick up the stringers in there.
All right. So what the heck are we hitting here? Why is that not hitting something?
Goes like this, right?
Put the triangle in the lip. Yeah, and slide it back. Yeah, that's gonna look great, right?
Yeah. If I can center it properly. Here we go. Oh yeah. What do you think? You're the one who's installed before. That'll look. So that worked out well. So you snug it right up against the.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be good.
Because this you route just to like here and up to the side, right?
Yeah. Okay, we're good. Sweet. All right.
That's cool how that's cool how that clips in there.
Yeah. And it just floats.
Yeah, it just floats.
Our center line. Nice, exactly 5 inches. This. So that's gonna go in there. Now give me a level across the two of them. So I gotta come way down.
Yeah, way down there.
Okay, now come get my side level. You just leave that on there.
Okay.
I think I got it.
And you're still on your 5-inch off center.
Yeah, that's what I was lining up to.
You good?
Yeah. Let's see if we can hit a stud here. If we don't hit a stud, I'll quit.
We better hit a stud with all that work that we put in for drywalling.
I'm doing lots of quitting.
How many times has Matt said I quit over the how many years?
Oh my God.
I quit.
Like, why did I do this? Why did I agree to do any of this?
Yep. Attaboy. It's like there's a stud there or a block or something behind the wall.
What a freaking mess. We did all that work and we didn't take any measurements.
And hockey puck.
That.
Isn't that convenient how I have a hockey puck just sitting there?
Shoot. Good. Now, put the shelf on there. Check it out.
And he said front first.
Yeah.
Will it slide left and right once it's on there then?
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Nice.
It's a little
Just
once you
warped.
put the Krenzel on there, it's not gonna move.
Yep.
The shelf is a little bent.
Yeah. It's chipping up all sorts of crap.
Where's the level?
Big guy or little guy?
Big. Let's put the
Hose?
yeah, let's put the hose on, because once we put the Krenzel up here, it gets kind of a pain in the rear. Here's what we need. We need some Teflon tape.
Cap, please.
Nothing easy. Oh, we already got it taped. No wonder it was hard to get on.
Ken's already on it.
It's already got me licked. All right, so then we take this, and this is a little tricky. Kind of bring it at a 90 and get it threaded, get it started. You only have to do this once, so hopefully once.
You just need to set a wrench then.
Yeah.
Adjustable, okay?
Hopefully not. I think this is a, yeah, you may not have this side. Was this a 20?
Probably not. 20
You're
mil?
gonna really be yelling at us when we're using the crescent wrench to do this.
Nope, don't have it. Adjustable it is.
This is what I knew we were getting into. So see, I'm threading it into the side post here. So I'm going to torque that down, keep rolling. So you just have to do little tiny, really annoying turns all the way through this. So you just hold on to the reel and then torque.
Tight.
You can only make little baby movements. So with NPT threads, National Pipe Thread, so I guess I shouldn't say NPT threads because it's redundant, but they diminish, right? And the way that they seal is by the threads as they get tighter, the threads basically binding against one another. And so you usually have to tighten it a lot more than you'd think. So if you have leaks on any of the pressure washer stuff, it's because you didn't tighten it enough. Or you didn't use enough tape. Yep, you're good. Okay, there's that. So now we have this nice little stay on here, which grabs and takes and tightens.
Holds.
So I need a Phillips.
Yep. Or just a Phillips.
And I think it's at 8mm. You always want to make sure that this part, that the screw head is on the inside, because if you put the nut on the outside, you can tear and cut your hose. I don't really like how that's sitting.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate for people who may not know?
There we go. Just the hose is binding a little bit. I don't
Do
like
you need this to go tighter at all?
I don't want it too tight because then I can't adjust it. There we go. Okay, we're in. So just go ahead and tighten it with that. It should hold. So here's what this should look like. There's our anti-vibration clamp. So now, the trick with a hose is you want to pull it out. It's a lot easier to unravel the whole thing.
Get it straight.
So then he's going to twist it and get all the kinks out, and I'll ravel it in.
time lapse of the hose wrap. So there's no secret to this other than
Well, there is. I mean, you want to keep it.
step it, right? Yeah.
All right.
Here, why not? Hold on. Let me feed.
My whole warehouse smells like this hose.
Just the hose.
Seriously. Once I got rid of the neck set, so come wrap this up. Other pressure washer hoses don't wrap this nicely. Like they just don't.
And this is the same malleability as the one, is that a word? Malleability, whatever. As the old Cobra Jet, right? Because I have the old one at the shop. It's the same.
Yeah, but it's more
pliable.
Yeah. So you just sort of run it across your hip and just roll with it. You know, it requires a little.
Yeah,
little
but it's actually a little easier
how
to.
smooth that is, dude. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It just feels industrial grade. It's hard to explain.
It's solid. Like like this is.
Like it's not easy.
I call it the door close, right? This is the thud when the door closes. The
Right.
It's not a paper
doesn't look
thin.
super pretty. It
Doesn't wobble. Oh, I think it looks pretty. It's got its own sense of
an industrial look to it.
Yeah.
I had a little.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're messing it up.
How'd I mess it up?
Let me do this.
No. It was.
There's a little bump.
You have a bump on there.
Right? Well,
I didn't mess it up. Somebody else
Yeah,
messed
but
it.
keep it tight. So I always like take my hand and guide it.
It's like they should build a guide.
Yeah,
And
but
then
on
this-
this type of hose, this guy's never
And
work.
then this will just
And you do that,
tighten it and boom.
wipe it down. And because you'll have water in this,
You
I always do this so it doesn't drain out on me.
yeah. Yep.
And you lock it down,
So you lock it down with this guy.
and that's it. And so if you had less drag, then the thing's going to always
It's gonna
unwind.
unfold.
It'll
That's
sit like
nice.
this forever.
That's nice.
The other option is you're going to be able to test it. Is you'll be able to put your wand holder over here, which we completely forgot about that we have to do, by the way.
We can do that later.
We'll go get drywall anchors for that.
Yeah.
When we go to dinner tonight.
Yeah. So, what do you think if the camera's still on here? You guys saw the fiasco with the drywalling, right? This has to weigh how much?
Well, right now it probably weighs 55
Well,
pounds,
but you put
60
water
pounds.
through 100 feet of hose,
Yeah, so then that adds another, say, 40 pounds.
Plus
That's 100 pounds.
pulling it. So that's 100 pounds.
So
Plus
that's why we need to brace
brace
the
it,
wall.
plus the force of you
Pulling on it.
pulling on it, cranking on it. This is the
then
piece that,
then that's going to be full of water too.
yeah.
So you obviously can't use drywall anchors.
So
It's gonna-
that's why we brace it. If we didn't brace it, you'd have a piece of wood on the wall, right?
Yep.
But this looks as a cleaner look. So
Yep. All right, let's get the Krenzel out. Krenzel unboxing, take one. So this weighs, I believe, 45 pounds-ish.
51 pounds.
Is it?
Look at
What
that.
it said on the box.
51 pounds.
And then we've got enough power cord for the next 10 years of our lives. All right. Manual, cover, everything looks good. No damage, it's good. When you're sending, it's so tricky, man, because, we're sending these 50, 60, 80, 100-pound packages, and they just, it's hard for it to get here sometimes intact.
And mine was on and off the truck 5 times
Right.
before they delivered it.
And so out of 100, I'll probably have 3 of them that get damaged. It's frustrating, but it's part of the game. Look at that, dude. Oh, so sweet.
it's just it's weird how it looks like it's meant to be there.
It always does when you prepare and you do what needs to be done in order to get it.
Even just the shape of my wall, right? And it's just like it's.
Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.